Your credit card information has been stolen. That's right, if you've all been good boys and girls and legally supported Meitantei Pedicure, you should be aware that no good deed goes unpunished. A couple weeks ago, Crunchyroll, the only place to legally watch Pedicure in English, got hacked and all the credit card information got leaked. To make matters worse, Crunchyroll never informed anybody about any of this. The information only came out via a third party. This is only the latest in a very long list of scummy things the company has done. It really sucks that they're the only way to legally watch this show. Well, hopefully you haven't lost any money as a result of this snafu, because Toei would very much like it if you spent said money on merch. In fact, they made this entire episode about it. Welcome to the product placement episode of Meitantei Pedicure. Now this season is no stranger to product placement. In particular, the pre-kit items have a lot of it from the moment they first appear. Every episode has the obligatory scene where the camera lovingly focuses on both the miniature and full-size versions of one of these tools as the girl using it calls out the name of the item. But is this enough for the higher-ups at Toei? Why no, they need more money! Introducing Pretty Holic, the main focus of this episode. Those of you familiar with previous seasons of this show will probably recognize the name Pretty Holic. It started out in 2021's Tropical Rouge Pedicure as an in and out of universe cosmetic store that sold Pedicure themed makeup, lipstick, and perfume. It was originally going to be a one-time thing since one of the themes of Tropical Rouge was makeup, but it was such a financial success that Pretty Holic was brought back for every single season afterwards. In previous seasons, Pretty Holic in-universe existed as an already established store. Sometimes it was run by one of the Cure's parents, other times it just existed independently of the main characters entirely. This season is a bit different. In this episode, Anna, Mikuru, and Jet Senpai actually found the Pretty Holic store. See, Anna and Mikuru are impressed with how cute Jet Senpai's pre-kit tools are, so they suggest he make versions of those items that people can buy. Jet Senpai agrees. The detective agency can always use some extra money after all. Plus, it'll bring more publicity to their detective services. Remember back in episode 2 where we lingered on the long-abandoned second floor of the detective agency, and I was wondering what the purpose of that was? Well, this episode is where we finally find out. The gang sets up the Pretty Holic store up there, and they continue to do their detective stuff down on the first floor. So Jet Senpai sets up these machines to mass-produce tubes of lipstick and bottles of fragrance for the store. Then he does this little dance and chants "Pretty, pretty, pretty smile," which is a magical incantation that turns the bottles all cute and stuff. He explains that he's using his fairy magic to enhance the items, and that said magic is how he gave the actual pre-kit tools the ability to change size. So let me get this straight. The pre-kit stuff isn't just sufficiently advanced technology. It's technology mixed with magic. So each time one of the girls unminiaturizes a pre-kit thingy in front of a civilian, they are doing magic out in the open. And despite this being perfectly okay, Pochitan's existence still has to remain a secret, and so does the existence of Pedicure. You mean to tell me that fairies and magical girls need to be kept hush-hush when literal freaking magic is accepted by the public? Well, whatever. At least we get to find out a bit more about Jet Senpai. The official Meitantei Pedicure website established that there are multiple different types of fairies. Pochitan is a space-time fairy, and Mashutan is a fortune-telling fairy. We don't know what type of fairy Jet Senpai is. We get an extended flashback to when Jet Senpai was younger, and we see that he used to work together with a bunch of fairies who all look like him. Sure, they've got different fur and eye colors, but they've all got cat ears and tails. Plus, they're all inventors. So maybe Jet Senpai is an inventor fairy. Interestingly, throughout the flashback, none of the fairies ever assume human form. Not even Jet Senpai does, and he's almost always in human form in the present day. It's unclear if turning into a human is something all fairies can do, or if only Jet Senpai's type of fairy can do it, or if Jet Senpai is the only one who can do it. Another interesting thing is that we don't exactly know where these fairies lived. In every other Pedicure season, the fairies come from another world, which is usually under attack from the villains of the season. But so far in Meitantei, we don't find out about the fairies existing anywhere other than Earth. The rural countryside where they're shown working in the flashback doesn't look all that different from Earth. Plus, the furniture in their work building appears human-sized, even though no humans seem to be with them. Time to get into the meat and potatoes of this flashback. Turns out, Jet Senpai's inventions weren't always so cute and marketable. He used to just focus on functionality. But his mentor, a wizened old lady fairy, had the most popular inventions because she made hers cute as well as functional. She was the one who taught Jet Senpai the magical fairy incantation that turns things cute. She also was the original owner of Jet Senpai's goggles, and she gave them to him when he graduated. The goggles don't do anything, but they're a precious possession of his nonetheless. It's neat finding this out about Jet Senpai's past, though there's still a lot of questions yet to be answered about him. So, if Jet Senpai is 222 years old and looks like a child still, then just how freaking old is the old lady grandma fairy that her fur is going gray? I'd imagine she's got to be at least a millennium old. That amount of time is very difficult for a mere human like myself to comprehend. Well, enough about the past. In the present day of 1999, the girls in Jet Senpai have 3 different people coming to their detective agency to drop off items. Each of these people is introduced with Zelda Boss subtitles, so something's about to go down. One of them is the female employee from the interior decorating store from all the way back in episode 3, and another is the patisserie owner from even further back in episode 2. It's nice to see both of those characters making a return. The third person is some random florist guy we've never seen before. Maybe he'll reappear at a later date too. Oh no! Jet Senpai took off his goggles to search under the couch for a dropped item, and while he was looking for it, the goggles went missing! I'm not sure why he didn't just keep the goggles on the whole time. We've never seen him take them off before. But I guess this episode had to have some sort of plot, didn't it? Jet Senpai last saw the goggles when he placed them on a nearby table. The first thing the girls do is show off their fancy pre-kit mirror loops because we haven't had enough product placement in our episode dedicated almost entirely to product placement. And use the loops to detect the footprints near the table. Here we find out that the loops are more than just simple magnifying glasses. They really are either magical, advanced technology, or both. Anna commands her loop to erase her, Mikuru, and Jet Senpai's footprints, and it does so, leaving only the 3 visitors' footprints. The footprints even get color-coded. So the girls conclude that one of the 3 visitors must be a disguised phantom thief and the culprit of today's case. By the way, once Anna's done the erase our footprints command and the loop has revealed the remaining footprints, Anna spins the cylindrical fidget thingy that's part of the loop. It doesn't seem to do anything, but Mikuru did the exact same thing when she was using her loop last episode. Both times this happened, the show made sure to do a loving close-up shot of the cylinder thingy and make a fun noise. It really feels like they're advertising a feature of the real-life toy counterpart for no other reason than that they can. So the girls ask the 3 visitors for their alibis, but nothing seems amiss. Then Pochitan gets hungry out of nowhere. Her stomach grumbles and she says Pochi because that's pretty much all she can say. The visitors are all surprised and, oh my goodness, Anna and Mikuru are freaking out and fumbling for an explanation yet again. This is the 3rd time that Pochitan has pochied in public. You'd think that by now the girls would have come up with some sort of game plan for when this happens, because it's certainly not going to stop. Pochitan is a baby. You can't expect her to remain silent all the time. Well, maybe just this once, the totally not suspicious public freakout is for the best, because right after it happens, Anna and Mikuru get a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and figure out who done it. But before they reveal the culprit outright, we get a conspicuous shot of an abandoned tub of flowers, so it's pretty dang clear that it's the florist. But how did Anna and Mikuru realize that the florist is the evil ne'er-do-well who stole the goggles? Well, the reasoning is really tenuous. See, when I said the visitors were all surprised over Pochitan, I lied to you. One of the visitors wasn't visibly surprised and just brushed it off calmly. This visitor was the florist. According to Anna and Mikuru, the only reason this could have possibly happened is that the florist already knew about Pochitan, which could only be the case if he was one of the phantom thieves. But aren't jumping to conclusions rather quickly? Different people show surprise in different ways. Perhaps the florist suppressed his shock in order to remain professional. Maybe he assumed he was just hearing things, or it was a cell phone ringtone or something, and so he didn't need to panic about it. Or maybe he's just one of those people who doesn't get startled by anything. But rather than going with any of these possible excuses, the forest completely folds and reveals himself to be a disguised Niji. This is the first time he takes on a disguise that isn't cross-dressing, by the way. I forgot to mention it last episode, but Niji is in fact alive and well, and he's still employed at the Phantom Thieves Guild. He hasn't even been given a last chance ultimatum again. Yay! Here's the thing though. First of all, earlier in the episode, Uso Noir specifically ordered Niji to disregard Pretty Cure and focus solely on stealing the Makoto jewel. Now, I get that Niji's career is no longer on the line, but after his stint in the stage elevator at the end of episode 6, you'd think he wouldn't want to risk angering Uso Noir again. But between episode 6 and this episode, it's quite clear that Niji really wants to defeat Pretty Cure and will disregard all orders and common sense in order to attempt to do so. At this point, I'm not even mad anymore, I'm just disappointed. Second of all, this is the 5th time Niji has fought Pretty Cure. By contrast, Goemon has fought them twice and Agesen has fought them only once. I was hoping to see more of Agesen this episode, since she hasn't done anything since episode 3, but the show writers seem to really love Niji. He's a fun character and all, but I like the other villains too and I want to see them as well. Well, whatever. Niji turns Jet Senpai's goggles into a Haninda. This is the first time any of the villains have stolen and transformed an item that belongs to one of the main characters, so it hits extra close to home this time. Speaking of close to home, Niji now knows exactly where the Cure's base of operations is, and it also happens to be where Anna and presumably Jet Senpai and Pojitan live, though Niji probably doesn't know that part. This seems to me like very important intel. We do know Uso Noir highly values intel. The information he gave about Anna coming from the future caused him to spare Niji in episode 6. So maybe Niji will stay in Uso Noir's good graces this time too, even if he loses to the Cures. And lose he does. Ever since the Cures got over their spat at the end of episode 6, their teamwork has been on point. They've been coming up with plans to outsmart the Hanindas, and they've done such a good job that they haven't even been hit with a single blow in this episode or the last. What's more, the way they defeat the Haninda this episode actually makes sense compared to the last one. Cure Answer acts as bait for the Haninda, and while it's focused on her, Cure Mystique sneaks up on it from behind and drapes its cape over its face, blocking its eye lasers and allowing Cure Answer to land her answer attack on it. Then they do the Flying Spectrum finisher attack, and the day is saved. But hold your horses, because one more important thing happens. A nondescript brunette girl buys some perfume from the newly opened Pretty Holic, but it turns out she's actually none other than Luluka wearing a disguise. It turns out she can disguise herself just like the other Phantom Thieves. What's more, she thinks the fragrance is cute, and even Mashutan agrees that Jet Senpai has good taste. Even the villains aren't immune to product placement. But why were the two of them even there? Were they gathering intel? Or did Luluka really want some cute cosmetics? These questions will have to be answered another day, because our story ends here. So yeah, that's basically the episode, and yeah, there is a lot of product placement. I took a gander at the official price listings for the real-life Pretty Holic stuff, and the prices aren't too bad, to be honest. But factor in shipping if you live overseas like me, and it's probably mad expensive. So Toei will only be getting my money via Crunchyroll. Sorry, toy makers. Other than this episode being a really long toy ad, it was meh. The way the mystery was solved didn't make much sense, and Niji is as frustratingly stubborn as ever. But maybe being stupid sometimes is just part of his character and it's something I should just accept. Finding out a bit more about Jet Senpai was nice, though I yearn for more. And the fight scene was pretty neat too. Overall, not a great episode, but not bad either. Next time, there's gonna be another character from the opening theme, and it seems like the whole episode will be about her. She won't just be a one-off character existing just to be a suspect. Join me next week, and we'll find out together just what sort of character this person is. Bye-bye!